Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Police Accountability Show. Remember, when you watch the Police Accountability Show, you agree to be offended. You may view, hear, or see offensive stuff, and also the Police Accountability Show does not constitute legal advice. Please contact a local lawyer for your local laws. And welcome, everyone, and welcome to another Police Accountability Show. I'm your host, Chad Christophers, and we're here today to talk about police pursuit. Do the police need to pursue people? Well, the answer is both yes and no. The police, unfortunately, will need to pursue people who do not want to be arrested, and in lots of circumstances will need to. Do they need to all the time? Definitely not. And in other countries, they have a larger policy not to pursue criminals. In fact, something interesting I read about Japan, where what they actually do is when cars try to flee, they actually shoot them with a specialized paintball gun or other special device that marks their car or allows it to be tracked. So the person can literally leave, but they're still being tracked, which would definitely be more advantageous. I mean, people run, people speed. I mean, the problem with police pursuits isn't the pursuit as much as it's the danger it puts the officer in. It's the danger it puts everyone else around you in, which is a lot of danger, right? You're trying to speed, you're trying to get away from the police. Well, that's when an accident's going to happen. And that's when you're definitely going to cause serious harm. You're going to seriously hurt someone. You're going to seriously injure someone. And for what? You're going to get away maybe for a limited amount of time, right? And there is not an understanding in North America like there is in other places where it's people's natural instinct to run. I mean, if you just start chasing almost anyone in the street, they'll instinctively run just because you're chasing them, even if they're not scared of you. So there is that aspect of it as well, whereas people are running just because we're chasing, right? Whereas maybe a different system where we just try to identify these people. We can take hair samples from people easy enough. We can take prints. We can take pictures. We can take the information to identify these people. And in times and circumstances where we don't need to chase them, maybe the police don't need to. Maybe the police just say, well, hey, if you want to run, you're going to get more fines. You're going to have problems with your taxes. You are going to have other issues that are going to come up later. You're going to be charged for it. But they're not going to chase you. You can leave, but you're just going to get more charges. And there's certainly circumstances where that would be advantageous and help everyone, right? And a lot of the times I've seen a number of police pursuits. In fact, they're almost streamed on television in the United States because they're so common. And also for people's safety, you can see the police chases going on. You know to stay away from that area, right? So we go around chasing people, right, to arrest them. And also, so we need better training for these officers for pursuit. We need better training on when to pursue people. And as well as we need a way to track people and another way to deal with people who want to run. For people who just have that naturalistic, maybe the person hasn't done anything wrong. They're just scared. And they can run and look guilty just because of simple, there is something called, natural human reaction, fight or flight, where people have a natural reaction when they're scared, when they're upset, to either do one of two things. And that is to run or to get angry and attack. And I know that all too well because my natural instinct is to more fight than it is to flight, right? Which is definitely something you've seen when I was younger. Whereas I wouldn't run away, I would actually run at and attack and get angry. And so I've experienced that, right, myself, where, people do have their natural instincts and reactions. You swing your arm at someone, swing a punch, swing your arm at someone, they put their arm up to defend themselves. That's natural, right? Just like when someone's chasing you, it's natural to run away. So that's where I do believe that we could help augment and eliminate a lot of these police chases. Well, there is unfortunately certainly times where people are just going to keep running. We have to unfortunately pursue people because then otherwise everyone's just going to run and get away. Whereas when we're there, we should be trying to identify people as quickly as we can and take, something that they cannot deny their identity, that they cannot deny. We have the technology to collect the evidence, to document things in a way that people can't deny them. We have cameras, we have modern day methods for identifying people. And that is where, a hair sample, a fingerprint sample, a DNA sample will allow you to identify someone later. Shooting someone's car, maybe not with a bullet, but maybe with a paintball gun, or maybe even being able to put a tracker on it, could be advantageous. So police chases, are they necessary? Unfortunately, yes. Do they need to happen less? Definitely. And you can see, with the headlines I've chosen for this show, new report recommends limiting police pursuits to violent crimes after raids and fatalities. Because that's the other thing, you're chasing, the police are pursuing someone to stop them from murdering more people, and they murder a whole bunch more people while just trying to escape the police. Two wrongs don't make a right. And also, more law enforcement departments are limiting risky police chases, and that's why. So what we need to do is we need to come up with better ways to identify people quickly. License plates and things like that can only go so far. We need better ways, and am I the person with the answers? Definitely not. Police chases, unfortunately, sometimes a necessary evil, but as a society, I think we can do better. We can do things better than this, and we need to accept people's natural reaction to run when they're chased, when they're in trouble, when they're scared, when they're threatened, when they're dangerous. That's a natural reaction, and we need to have some sort of consideration, because some people are just running not because they're guilty, but because that's their natural reaction, and it makes them look guilty when they're definitely not guilty. So police chases, what do you think? Do you think we need them? Could we do away with them all completely? Should we just identify people as quickly as possible, take their photo, take some sort of DNA sample, and just, if they want to run, they can run? That's debate. Open for debate. Some people are going to have to chase because they're going to run no matter what, but we also need to look at the other side. Where are they running to? Right? You're still in the country, you're still in the town, you're still in the place, you're still surrounded by the same people. So where are you running to? Where it is you think you're going to get away to, you're going to get away temporarily, but they're still going to be looking for you. So what do you think? Do you think police chases should be ended? Do you think they should be expanded? Should we just take identification from people and let them run? Tell me down in the comments what you think. All right? This has been another Police Accountability Show. Don't work too hard.